Well, I'm by this old homestead over here, and as you can see, there's an obvious sinkhole. And I got my probe and all and my shovel. I'm gonna dig this and see if there is anything in here. Maybe it's been dug out or I don't know. But we'll see. If this is an outhouse, I'm pretty sure it is. So let's check it out. Get back to you when I find something. Well, it didn't turn out very well. You can see, pull tab, can. See that? No go. Let's look for something else. See you in a little bit. Well, find yourself in another pine forest, and we're in this is an old cabin. As you can see, this never had windows, glass to say. It might have had electricity, but as you can see, this place is totally wrecked. There's nothing in here of any consequence. Not historic inside anyway, but the outside is wire nail, so maybe it's not as old as it appears to be. But there's this cabin here, and as we walk, there's a couple of more up here. Now this area, according to the map, had a dozen or two cabins here, but they're all gone now. This area had houses in there. You can see there's a fence, wire fence. Now there's nothing here. The pine trees, as I've noted before, is the reason why most of the older buildings are not here anymore, only because they have been torn down. Here's more cabins. Another one. This one looks like a little better shape. It's a typical of the time period. The door was replaced. This goes into a bathroom. Let's see if I can get up in here. But yeah, they put in a bathroom. This is one room. It's pretty dark in here, so can't really tell what was here. I'm gonna try to get down. In the back is woods, but I doubt very much there's anything to salvage back here. If there was a dump back here, I might look and see, but this is it. An old cabin. And that's about it. Okay. Well, and that's about it. The old cabin. Not much to see. So I'll look in the back over here and see if there's any piles of garbage. I doubt it, but we'll see. Anyway, there is, again, another old homestead. I came across this live oak, and just to show you what they're like, this guy is split in about 4 pieces. He's running down along here. He's coming down on along here. Thing's probably a couple of 100 years old. Just amazing how they grow. This is an old area. I haven't found anything really of significance except this tree. So, just a little sidebar. A little bit of nature here. There you go. Well, when I'm talking about in the middle of nowhere, this is it. Right now traveling along a dirt road, as you can see. There's really not anything here except woods. There's a swamp to my left and a cotton field to my right. It looks like corn or cotton, and that's about it. I'm looking for a homestead. There aren't too many here. There's none. So yep, the big plantations on this road, and you can see them right here. Now we're back on pavement, and these are plantations. These are people who own either cotton or lumber mills, and so these plantations are pretty fostered by lumber mills. You can see now that I'm on the paved mode, there are some people here, but these houses are not old. They've been here maybe 30, 40 years, maybe 50 at the most, but that's it. Anyway, just to show you where I'm at. Talk to y'all later. Bye. There's an old homestead up here in the woods over here, and I kind of thought there'd be a dump. So here I'm looking at it. This is not, it looks like an old bottle, but it's not. But seeing that the homestead looks real old, and we got Fantas, Pepsis from the 50s, 60s, and there's trash all along here, all the way down this ravine. See what I'm looking at there? A lot of modern, what I consider modern junk. But there might be an old section here. It's all the way along here, so let's look around. If I come up with anything, you can see there's a lot of 50s and 60s stuff. Definitely 60s. There's Coke. Fuck it. Yeah, definitely 60s stuff. Cokes and junk like that. So let me go up along here and see what's been thrown here. And we'll get back with you. And the source of all this trash is up there. You have an old vulture. I don't like seeing them around. Is this old house that was been abandoned for probably 80 years. I don't expect to find anything much here. As you can see, most of it has been taken up by nature. But this is it. So hit concrete and brick. But there's nothing else underneath there that looks like I'd be interested in it. So I'm gonna head on out. If I can find anything else, I'll let you know. But really, there really isn't much to see here. I don't see anything really old. Most of this stuff here is from the 50s and the 60s, late 50s and 60s, mostly 60s. So at any rate, if something shows up, I'll let you know. But in the meantime, I'm on my way. Well, I'm back into the swamps again today. You might notice that this is going to be a two-part video. The first part I shot out in the woods looking for dumps. Didn't find much, so I've tacked this on to see if I can find something to make a video with. So there's usually stuff in here, so I'll find something. In the meantime, let's go to it. Well, there's bottles here. Here's a small little square serum bottle, probably some kind of morphine, who knows, medical. This here, I wouldn't know what that is. Plastic. And then we got another little one. But this stuff in here, I just got to find it. Talk to you in a minute. Well, there we go. First little yellow 4-vein cat's eye, cleary. Nothing too special, but we'll keep going in this place. It might have more stuff in it. See, there's bottles in this place. That's a new grape, and that's Pepsi Cola from the 50s. But I'm looking for ones that are more collectible, so I'll keep an eye out for them. Keep going. My first a Coke, but it's an office patent, post office patent, and I really don't need it. It's not that great of a bottle. But there's stuff in here. I'm going to walk along this canal here and see if there's anything else I can find. So far, no real good luck, but we'll keep going. Don't give up yet. On this fallen over tree, I see two potential things here. First, we got a cream top milk. Let's get this thing out and see what it is. Well, it's a cream top, and I don't think it's embossed. That's all right though. And way over here, we got a soda, and it's another Coke, but this time it looks like it's a D-Pat, and it's actually South Carolina. And what do we got? What's the date on this? Here we go, 45. So we got a 45 and a milk. This might be a good spot to probe around in. I'm going to do that. So I'm happy with those two things. I mean, it's a plain, you know, milk, but it is a cream top, which they're just rare in themselves. And a D-Pat's from some town in South Carolina, I'll go for that. We'll keep going then. I haven't really got skunked. Now here is one of the bottles I'm looking for. You can see on the shoulder, Billy Baxter. Now, they made 3 types of these bottles. The company was also made Red Raven Split back in the turn of the century. So, Billy Baxter is a popular for many years. They have a 10-pin that I'm looking for, and but this will do. The other bottles you see here are just, it's another post office patent Coke and no-name milks, but this guy is coming home with me. Billy Baxter. Here we go. Now people, if you can see this, I've got I just threw a marble out. I saw it flying, but when I look back into the hole, lo and behold, there are 2 more. Here's a blue swirl, and another blue swirl. So 3 marbles right here in this one little hole. There are probably more in here, so put them in my bag. They were right in here. Let's see if there are any more. Usually I don't see any right now, but that don't mean they're not in here. So let's keep going. Got some marbles. Well, I'm on my way out. Just a few. I'll give that one away. I don't know what that one is. This is a Listerine and a lady's leg, some kind of whiskey. Find something on my way out, maybe I'll show you. If not, I'll show you what I cleaned up. So, take care. Well, I'm going to do this really quick. This video is a two-parter. The first part is when I was out in the hinterland looking for dumps and homesteads. That didn't turn out so well. And so I went out digging in a 50s dump to look for some things, and this is what I came up with. What I'm looking for in that dump particularly is Billy Baxter bottles, and I did find one right here from the 50s. Billy Baxter was sort of like a character in a booklet created by a guy called William Kuntz Jr. From Allegheny, PA, and he wrote these little booklets on the adventures of this guy called Billy Baxter, and mostly about drinking and, you know, hangovers and how they could be cured. It just so happened that Kuntz also had a bottling plant that bottled mineral water, like Pluto water, and it was supposed to help with hangovers. Well, you know, it was so the booklets were passed out in bars, and of course, so was this mineral water. And this is it. And this is a 1956. They went all up to the 60s, but he started way back in 1892 with Red Raven splits. If you dig in those 1890s dumps and 1900s dumps, you'll find the brown plain bottles with Red Raven at the bottom. So that's how I'm familiar with them. But they make a 10-pin. There's like 4 different types of bottles that Billy Baxter put out. So that's that one. And this is the dog. Come on, little dog, you can calm down now. The Coke is a DPAT from Savannah, and it's a I think it's a consumer glass. I don't know, for 1945, or I think that mark. And the rest is this milk bottle, very plain, but it is a creamer, which are rare. The little tiny bottle you saw, and of course the these famous marbles, and they're really cool. They're minis, like they always are, and you have a look like that's like a, I don't know, Marble King, and maybe it's these few here might look like different companies. This is a cool one with the window right through it. You can see everything. So yeah, this is a pretty that was really neat. I went out really to look for those. This here is a muster roll. I don't know if you grew up with muster roll. I did. And it's a little jar. It was a salve for colds, coughs and colds. Very pungent stuff. You rubbed it on your chest, and it's sort of like Vicks Vapor Rub, but a little more on the mustard side. Anyway, I'll go out and looking for bottles next week if I can. And in the meantime, everybody have a great day, Thanks for watching. Bye.